Hello, 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 everyone. Welcome in. Welcome in. I'll wait for some of you guys to come on in here. I'm not going to be on here long. I mean, this message really doesn't have to be long, does it? We just got to spread the word that McDonald's out here selling McDemons. McDemons. Hi. Hi, Sister Keisha. Welcome in. Guys, when you come in, please put a like on the video and please do subscribe to the channel, guys. And we will wait for some of you guys to come in. We will just wait for that. Welcome in, everyone. Good evening. Good evening. Good evening. I have no idea where this message is going to go tonight, but it's just something that I just needed to say because, Source told me not to eat McDonald's like 15 years ago. It was I don't know, 10, 15 years. It was a very long time ago. And I think now that all of the, Epstein stuff is coming out now, I think we will understand a little bit more about why Source was saying that. So this is what we're going to talk about. You never know what you're going to get in this channel today. Maybe Source wants to tell us some more things about Mickey D's. Do you guys remember that? They used to call it Mickey D's. McDoodles. Remember Coming to America? What was it? McDowell's? Was it McDowell's? Oh, that movie's such a classic. Welcome in, everyone. Welcome in. Welcome in. All right, really quickly, guys, announcements. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Tahira, Mother of the Ages. I'm a supernatural quantum healer, a past life regressionalist. I specialize in entity removal, right? Helping you get your soul free from bondage, from the lower field energy, from the fear bombs, and all of what we see and playing out on the world stage, guys. And I'm so excited to be here with you all this evening. If you're new to the channel, subscribe to the channel and please do like the video. This channel has been heavily scrutinized ever since the inception of this channel because I have been screaming from the rooftops since 4 years ago when I started this channel. And now we can see everything kind of happening in, just playing out in real time. Guys, I do have to say it's almost time for our quantum telepathic healing and psychic development course. I know there's a few of you guys who, still want to know a little bit more about this course. We're going to start next week. Technically we will be all getting our student logins this week, watching the first week of videos, and then coming in for the live training on March 14th. So if you feel that you can't do it, I will assure you you can. I make it 1, 2, 3 ABC. I make this so simple. We're going to learn over 20 different quantum healing modalities. You're going to get the God power. You're going to learn Reiki and energy medicine and telepathy and how to channel, how to read the Akashic records, mediumship, quantum healing, anatomy, and so much more. There is a link for a free 20-minute consultation with me, or just email me and I will send you the official flyer with all of the details. But we have to get all of the rest of the people there are some people out there, you're wondering, should I do it now? Can I do it? There's a lot of you saying, can I do it? I will assure you that you can do it because you wouldn't have even found this channel. And I'm an activator. I'm going to activate you. I'll do a third eye activation. I'll do a hypnotic activation. I will do a light language activation. So guys, if you're interested, go ahead and use the link down below or just email me instructions4humanity@gmail.com. And you can also book a quantum telepathic hypnosis session with past life regression and entity removal. One of the most healing sessions. It's very transformational, and you can look on my channel to see all of the client sessions, and that link is down below. So shall we? Do we have enough people now? Do we have enough people? Have I stalled enough Do we have enough people now? I am so happy to be here with you guys. It's been an interesting day. Um, today's a portal day. And today is a day where we release the lower third. 333. We release the lower third. Well, it ain't 333. If I would have came on here at 333, then it would have been. But this is the time where we release. So let me flow into this McDonald's nonsense that, it's like the jokes. I don't even think they're jokes at this point, but they really just do write themselves. Let's take a look at why the CEO can't really eat the McDonald's burger. But like he's trying to do a promo. But guys, I'm here to tell you that McDonald's is serving up McDemons. Yes, I spotted it in the video. So they absolutely serving up McDemons. So this is what we're going to talk about. And I'm going to look at the chat really quickly to make sure we have enough people in the house. Hello, hello. Hi, Sister Sonia. Hello. McDowell's. Yes, McDowell's. I love that. Okay. McDowell's. Oh, man, I love that. All right, guys, let's take a look. Let me bring something up here. Let me see how I can bring this up for you guys to be able to see this. Give me 1 second here. It's very interesting. There's an absolute demon inside of this burger. And maybe I've just been looking at entities for too long, but I am telling you, nope, message. I'm telling you what I see. I spotted a demon in this burger when he was trying to eat the burger. It's there. And I'm going to point it out to you guys. First and foremost, let me just say, no. Let's spot the demon in the burger. And then we will, he's going to make my case for me. I'm not even going to have to do much of that. So let us take a look here. Let us take a look, shall we? Okay. So, guys, let's watch this together.
Love this product. It is so good. I'm going to do a tasting right now, but I'm going to eat this for my lunch, just so you know. So first of all, let's try to get this thing. I don't even know how to attack it. Got so much to it.
How to attack it? It got so much to it. Please, baby. Attack what? Okay.
There's also some crispy onions on here as well. I see those kind of coming out. All right, the moment of truth. That is so good. That's a big bite.
Oh, hold on. Let's watch it
for
through.
A big arch.
Can you spot the demon? Hold on. I'm going to play it again. Can you guys spot the demon? Act as if you are looking at the automatic drawings that I do, the psychic drawings. There's an absolute demon face in this burger. Let's watch it again.
Love this product. It is so good. I'm going to do a tasting right now, but I'm going to eat this for my lunch, just so you know. So first of all, let's try to get this thing. I don't even know how to attack it. Got so much to it. Oh, there's also some crispy onions on here as well. I see those kind of coming out. All right, the moment of truth. That is so good. That's a big bite for a big arch.
Hold on. Hold on. Let me stop it right there. Let me stop this. I'm gonna play it again. Something's going on with the feed. Yes. Thank you. What is going on with the name? See, you're already, Randy, you're already on it. The Archi-Ba'aL. Yes. Hamburger. You're already on it. I see it on the right side. Wait, I'm about to show y'all the demon. It is, McDonald's is serving McDemons. It's a demon face on the meat patty. Hold on. We're about to see it. I just wanted to make sure that they see, it's spotty. They don't want me to say this. It's like the internet is spotty. I don't like this. I'm trying to fix that first. This is not cool. This is not cool. Let me know if I'm still spotty. I'm trying to get this, the internet seems a bit glitchy. Boy, why don't they just y'all leave me alone. Leave me alone. Let me build. Let me build. Bliss Singh says my little dog wouldn't eat this junk. Okay. Can you guys see me? It's like everything's a bit spotty on my end. I don't like this. I might have to start this over if I... Oh boy. I may have to start this over. Can you... Yes, spotty? Okay. I have no idea what's happening. It's in slow motion. They don't want me to say it. See? Hold on. Let's just wait, because you know what? Source probably has something to say. Okay, hopefully it's a little bit better now. Hopefully it's a little bit better. Okay. I'm a little choppy, but you can hear me just fine. Yes, it's glitchy and jumping, but you can hear me. Okay. We're going to try to, get through this thing. Leave Tahira alone. That's right, Natalie. Leave me alone. And you know what's funny? I was, right before I came on here, when I was looking at the picture of yesterday's broadcast with Trump and the other man, and I heard Satan in my mind's eye. And now we getting the spottiness. It seems fine now. Okay, let us go ahead and spot the McDemon up in this burger. Okay, here we go. Thank you. Thank you, Natalie. Let's go ahead and spot the McDemon in this burger. Here we go, guys. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Again, girls, what's my weakness? I don't know why. Okay.
Product.
Let's spot
so
it.
Good. I'm going to do a tasting right now, but I'm going to eat this for my lunch, just so you know. So first of all, let's try to get this thing. I don't even know how to attack it. Got so much to it. Oh, there's also some crispy onions on here as well. I see those kind of coming out. All right, the moment of truth. That is so good. That's a big bite for a big art.
Oh, is it now? Wait, do you guys see the entity in the meat patty? McDonald's, you serving entity burgers? McDonald's, you serving McDemons? I wish I had a little pointy thing to say Exhibit A. Now, I'm going to explain to you where the demon is. Now, if you're new here, guys, I know this seems strange, but I do this stuff for a living. I remove entities and I pick them up in these automatic drawings that I do. Yes, do you see the 2 holes for the eyes, right where this man said that he bit? Is given, baby, you bit that bread. You didn't bite into that demon right there. The demon that's staring right at us in this demon patty. The arch or whatever it is. Do you see? Yes, Keisha, you see it. So I'm going to point it out to you guys. So if you look at the bread that has a little bit of bite taken up, look straight up, you will see a pointy nose. There's a pointy nose, and then if you look slightly up, you see 2 hollow eyes. Do you see it? Oh, that's not it. There's another entity in here, too. McDonald's is serving McDemons. Oh, no. NTM. You see it, right? Okay. So now, baby, wait, hold on. Wait. 1 eye, 2 eye, a long nose. And look, we got a little baby demon off to the side, off to the right. That's an eye right there. That's a mouth right here. Do you see it? There's 2 entities. Let me put it in the comments if you can see it. We rebuke you, McDemon. We rebuke you, big archdemon. Archi-Ba'aL, Archi-Ba'aL. Remember, what's Meghan Markle's baby name? He ain't a baby no more, but little Archie, he's cute as a button, by the way. What is her baby name? The real name is not Archie, but it's Archibald, right? Archi-Ba'aL. And someone said it in the comments. Thank you. This is exactly where we're going with this. The demon. That's a demon McDouble. Yes, baby. Hold on. Look. 2 eyes. 2 eyes, an entity nose on a sesame seed bun. 2 eyes. A demon nose on a sesame seed bun, baby, is giving McDemon. Now look at the smaller entity. Guys, there are entities up in this burger. He messed up by showing this to me. Don't show this to me, baby. I can spot an entity like nobody else. Do you see the other little entity? So it's like a head growing out of the main demonic head burger. And look, has a little eye right there. And then right here's a mouth right here. Right to the right. And then it's covered in some special sauce. What do you think the special sauce look like? Looking like a specimen, if you ask me. I'm telling you, 2 patties. Yes. You'll never go to McDonald's, baby. Don't you ever. Archie and the baby girl Lilibet. Yes. But Archie, that is a shorter version of Archi-Ba'aL, right? Which is Ba'aL, essentially. Like, why come out with a new burger, McDonald's? You've been running the same scam for 60 years or however long you've been in service. Why come out now? Because they have to have disclosure. Because it's the war of the shadows. God will face its shadow come July. We're all facing our shadows, and their shadows have to come out because we're at war. And the collective has been calling these demons out of their patty, out of the burgers, right? So it says 2 all beef demons, special sauce, lettuce, and cheese. I am telling you guys. So it said, with its Cabbage Patch homies. I am telling you guys, see the demons, right? I'm not tripping. I'm not tripping. Okay, let me get back to the McDemon. Okay, I wish I could like zone out on this. Let me see. Guys, let's just examine. Hold on. We all see the demon. We see that. How? Now ask me this. Who has the demon in it? Is it the patty or the man who bit it? Because look, the top of that bread is bitten. The bottom of the bread is bitten. How do you bite into a patty, baby? How do you bite into 2 sesame seed buns, 2 beef patties, beef churn patties with special sauce, and make 2 demons after you bite? Now, is given who's the demon? Is it the sandwich or the person who's holding it, baby? And if the person who's holding it is the CEO, then the whole company is under demonic control. Oh, you don't believe me? What do I always tell you guys about energy fields? All this matrix is we are in energy fields. Either you're in a good energy field with good people around you, good self-concept, good, associations in the subconscious mind, a great life script, or you got a bunch of trauma, you got a bunch of people, energy leaks and energy vampires and entities and ghosts and goblins and non-corporeal spirits in your field. And you got a bunch of people that is just here for the siphon fest. That's it. So if it's given this man, there's no way you can bite into this and create that unless you are yourself a demon. So if this man that's over, the CEO of McDonald's, if he is a demon, then that means that's the energy of McDonald's. And we already know the energy of McDonald's. I'm going to say it again. There's 1 eye, 2 eye. the nose that is pointy that lies. And then you got an entity coming out of here, a baby entity. The girl, he gave birth to a baby. It's demonic. One eye right there. Guys, this is crazy. And then like a nose mouth combo right here, and then it got some special sauce on it, almost as if you think about coming out of the birth canal, because it looked like a baby entity. Y'all, this stuff writes itself. And I know it seems crazy, but the thing is, you can't make this up. Go to the original post. I didn't judge this up. A, I don't know how to do that, and B, you don't even need to, because all the demons are coming out of the closet now. Nobody should be eating at McDemons. That's the new name. Spread it around. McDemons. That's the new name. McDemons. McDemons. You feel like there's a family in the burger? Yes. There's a whole... I guarantee you, if we sat here long enough, there would be another entity. I think I saw another entity on the lower part. I'm going to examine that. There may be one more entity that I saw. Hold on. Let's just pull the picture back up just for good measure. You know, we got to check this all. After all, they want people to eat this. Okay. I am getting... You're right. There's a family. There's a legion of demons up in this Archi-Ba'aL burger. A legion of demons. Okay. Now this one you may or may not be able to see, but I can see it halfway with my physical eye and with my spiritual eye. Now, if you look down here in this region right here. Now it's weird because this thing has two faces in one. Oh my God, it's a McDemon. Look. This looks like an eye over here. This looks like the bottom of a face, right? Now peep this. It's hiding. Girl, it looks like Freddy Krueger. Doesn't it not look like Freddy Krueger? Look. Y'all, it looks like Freddy. It looks like Freddy. So something may happen on Friday the 13th. Something may go down on Friday the 13th. This burger is holding so much energy. Remember when I told you guys that all the portals were open and the creepy crawlies and the entities were going to be hopping into even non-people? They would hop into objects. There is every entity is out. Listen, guys, this is a face down here too. Look, you know how those pictures you look at it one time and you see one thing, you look at it back and you see something else. This is what this is given. But there's another face hiding over here. But it's an eye right there, kind of the bottom of the face. There's a little mouth kind of going up right here and two dots for nostrils right there. Oh God. And there's another entity right underneath here, but you can't see it. Wow. This is looking suspect. This ground beef, I don't know if I'm reading this with my spiritual eye, but this is someone saying, help me now. This looks like a face and two like they have their hands like this or like gloves on. Now, mind you, does it look like a burger? Yes. But guys, the thing about this whole thing is that all this has been hidden in plain sight. It's just that we have not had this sort of energy to be able to attune ourselves to the trickery, because they play tricks on your vision with the live vision and the television programming. That is how they program, and I'm channeling this. They mess with your perception, your ability to perceive psychic information or even just information. They mess with that so that you can't see the double proof is what I'm getting. You can't see the truth they mess with it and skew it because, it's all about reflecting the light to make it look like something that it's really not. And then you got this thing over here. This looks like something with its mouth open. But nevertheless, there is no way to bite this sandwich. If he bit bread, answer me that. I really want someone put in the comments, how is it possible that he bit this bread and he bit this bottom bread and he was able to somehow carve out a whole family and legion of demons with his teeth? How, Sway? How, Sway? You see about 5 entities. Yes, Natalie, the McDemon. Y'all, this is crazy. Swimming in a secret sauce. You guys, this is so crazy. This is so crazy. Hold on. Now let's get into this. Archi-Ba'aL most commonly refers to several notable individuals. Okay, okay, we don't need to hear about that. We want to know what this thing means. They playing in our faces. Okay, so Archi-Ba'aL means truly brave, precious, and bold, or genuine and bold. It was introduced to Britain by the Normans and became popular in Scotland. It's often associated with nobility, strength, and the nickname is Archie. Okay? Now, we think about this sandwich called the Arch or Big Arch or whatever. That's a very specific name. And it doesn't even have a rhythm to it. There's no need to name a sandwich the Big Arch. What else has an arch? Arch. There's something that has an arch. Some sort of building, monument, something we need to pay attention to. Does anything in Iran have an arch, or anything in Gaza, or anything that is touristy have an arch? Maybe they're setting up for the next, because Iran will retaliate. They will. It's a matter of time. Even if they may wait some time, but even if we don't think that it came from them, it will be. But what it will truly be, guys, these people are playing both sides. They're at war with themselves. It's the same thing. And going back to, we're going to get back to Archie, and you guys let me know. The same thing going back to Nazi Germany that we channeled in the Psychic Investigation with Charlie Kirk, is that these people were genociding themselves. The so to speak Jewish people, it was the same camp. They just divided the race, and they did it for money, power, and control. They did it because they know they were going to seed this lie into humanity. They even got reparations for the Holocaust, girl. They even got reparations, and they did it to themselves. Let that one sink in. So, it's a dramatic name, because everything always goes back to that. Okay, hold on. Let me get back to where I was going with this, guys. I'm I forget a lot of things now. So the arch. Why name it the arch? Something with the arch. I know St. Louis has arches. I'm going to look this up. What monuments have arches that are... Paris. Oh, the Arch de Triomphe. In Paris, in Paris. Ooh, the Arch de Triomphe in Paris, commissioned by Napoleon to honor the French military. St. Louis, the Gateway Arch. Rome, Italy, Arch of Constantine. New Delhi. Yep. Someone's calling my name, girl. Do not get me off of my channel. Okay, hold on. So, hold on. I'm still looking this up. Don't go playing games with me right now, internet. Okay, let's see what else. Brussels. There's an arch there. The Grande Arch in France, another arch in Paris. These, alongside the Roman structures like the Arch of Titus, represent some of the most famous, lasting, iconic arches designed in history. Something could happen with the arches. McDonald's also has two arches. McDonald's has the two arches that look like the M. Something could happen. There either is going to be a terrorist attack around the arches, or there is something brewing with a country. I don't know. I feel very strong about the France, and then possibly Rome as well. America as well. I know there's a lot of different things with arches. I can't even call that right now, but just be careful around places with arches, especially if they are a tourist attraction. Just be careful with that. Oh, Wellington Arch in London. St. Louis, yes. Yep, Marble Arch in London too. Brandenburg Arch in Germany. Be careful with the arches. Wellington Arch, built in 1820. British military victories and crown. There could be an attack on London. Be careful around these arches. These arches, guys, I'm hearing source say, are also demonic portals, because they have made them demonic portals, because all the creepy crawlies are coming out. Oh God. Did they build all of these arches around the world because they knew that they were creating portals that during a time like this, during the end of the age, that they could bring extra all hands on deck to fight the war of the shadows with us? Keisha, there's a lot of sleeper cells out already for public places to be aware of your surroundings. Guys, something, Admiralty Arch in London. More, thank you, Miss Sonia. Something could happen in any of these places. Be on alert that have arches. Now, it may not happen per se, let's say St. Louis, but it could be in Missouri, right? It could be in the state, or it could be the country, like London. It may not happen around the arch, but it could be pointing us towards that particular country or that particular state or area. Okay? Your sister's going to Paris tomorrow. Just tell her to just be careful. Just have your eyes and ears open, guys. That's all. And if you see something, say something, right? I love Paris. I've been there like 4 times. Like, it's, I used to be obsessed with the French language. Yeah. But it's a beautiful city. It used to be. I'm not sure. I haven't been in a little while, but yeah, it's always a pleasant place. So yeah, guys. And then what do we have? We're talking about the French government. And I know Candace Owens was talking about that. And then now we got the proxy war going on, which is, apparently United States is working for Israel, and if the United States is working for Israel, then also the UK as well, because the United States and UK, they're still brethren. They're still brethren. Because remember, the channel, what is it, last year or the year before that? You know that America still owes Britain for leaving. How the history was written, because history is always written by the victor. How it was written is that, oh, America, we didn't want any kings or whatever over here. We kicked their butt. Then, they went back to Britain, and then America formed this democracy. No, that's not how it happened. Everything was agreed upon. They were paid to retreat. That's the true story Source gave us. They were paid to retreat. And in fact, they still owe money to Great Britain. And it's because they owe it to the king. Could be King James. So there was some king that was in power. I feel very strongly it's a king that they still owe money to under that reign. Okay? So be careful around the arches. So what we're doing, guys, is we are now, do you see how this stuff is in everything, but we just have not been paying attention? There is literally a legion of demons in this McDemon burger, in this McDemonic burger. Isn't that how we get the fringes on the flag? Oh, possibly. Possibly, yes. They're still in part, they still owe them. So technically, that's what I keep saying, guys. America is not the home of the free. It's not that. It's never been that. It's all been an illusion. All America is, because the land mass is so big. Guys, I'm gonna be honest with you. It is a way, is so big, and also the economy is very robust, right? Even though we're struggling, if you go over to Italy now, go over to some parts of Europe, you will see a difference, that you will still understand that, I'm not going to say America's the best country. I'm not going to say that, but you will understand that we're just dealing with a different energy field, and you can feel the energy field is more robust, meaning the economy is more robust here. And probably because we have 50 states. So here's the thing, guys. Whew. King George III. Thank you. I was getting a George. Which king is the Bible fashioned after? Which king is the Bible, the King James Version? So, hold on, don't get me off. I know it's getting late, but do not get me off of this. There's a legion of demons. There's no way for him to bite into those buns and literally carve out with his human teeth a family of demons. Yep, we're a young country, like a teenager with too much money. Yeah. So thank you. This is what I was saying. Thank you so much, Jazzy. They just use America as renewable or reusable fuel. They just use America's precious cargo, us, citizens, to siphon. Because they know that the economy will birth more, and then they can take more, and then they can birth more, and then they can take more. Americans, the American economy is truly fueling a lot of the things that's in the world. A lot of the countries, a lot of the psyops. That's what we're here for. So they figured out, guys, how to keep you right over broke. Then you won't revolt. How to keep you, you got to work the 5 days a week and the 40 hours. But you still get the 2 days off. So you're not technically a slave, because a slave probably got a few hours off or something. But you kind of really are. because you can't even relax on those days. You got to do laundry, you got to go to the grocery store, you got to get, all the side projects that you missed during the week. Where's the time? It's a plantation, this place, the whole thing. Slavery never ended, guys. Never. It only became more subtle. And this is why they had to bring women into the workforce. This is why they wanted to stop slavery. They wanted more money. They're about to enslave everyone. So we're going to give you the illusion that we're making progress. And then now we're going to get the women out there. We're going to get the children away from the women, teaching them that's what this is for. Put everyone on the corporate plantation. And now we can control them from the time they're born to the time they die. We are all enslaved to foreign governments. And this is what sources say, America is a foreign government. I wish you guys knew, America's not, the Moors are still in control. There are people, it's layered. There are people running the show that you have no idea. Do you know we had 9 presidents before the United States of America was formed? We already had presidents back then. We were already on this system. This is not a new system. They just came in and they were in partnership with the Moors and they did a paper genocide sort of thing. But what it was to get everyone working and everyone on a system that they could just produce, and then siphon from the American people. And so your American government is a foreign government. That's what source is saying. And not only a foreign government, it also has another shadow aspect, which is run by demons as well. So the source wants to point that out. Be careful with London. And almost given St. Louis as well. I'm not going to rule out, the most famous one I think is Paris, but I feel, I don't know, I get more energy around London than I do with Paris, but I'm not ruling that out. But also too, we got the arches of McDonald's. Who has 2 arches? The Paris one has the Arc de Triomphe has 2 arches, right? Because McDonald's has 2 arches. Oh, no. No. It just has the 1 arch. Okay. All right. All right. So, Archibald, right? Archie and Bald. Hold on. We're about to get here. We're about to bring this thing home. We're about to bring it home. Archibald, right? Which is Ba'aL, essentially. Ba'aL means Lord, owner, or master. Now it makes a lot more sense. When I was channeling the Cosmic Bible, guys, the Great Expansion of Cosmic Bible for the Ages, I was doing a channel and I was channeling, this energy came through and it said, we were talking about the 5-night stampede. Oh, I wish I could find this, guys. And the 5-night stampede is, as it explains in this book, guys, the book is phenomenal. It explains everything that's happening right now. It's truly the ego state of the 5 aspects of source that I channel, right? Of course, there's more than 5 aspects of source, but I was channeling 5 aspects of source, which is the we can align that with the ego state. That's what's being purged out. And now it makes more sense. The War of the Shadows is coming in July. So the good versus evil energy. It's a divine judgment season, right? In this book, when I'm channeling the 5-Night Stampede, the 5-Night Stampede are the lower third that we are being led to release, the part of you that no longer fits the source equation, the part of you that's lowered in vibration, which is a part of the ego state. Well, source is also clearing out that same ego state, because as above, so below. Now get this, in the channel with the 5-Night Stampede, I heard these words exactly. Heed this sharp warning from thy Lord, not the Lord that you know, for it's the Lord you owe everything to, because it is the Lord that preys on you. That was the channel. And I, when that channel came, that was weird. I'd never heard that before. But now, guys, we understand. Ba'al means Lord, owner, master. So when I was channeling that the 5-Night Stampede, and then that channel kind of came through, it was almost giving me a vibration stamp of the energy that's coming. And now this makes more sense. Remember, I kept saying right before I did Act 2 of this channel, when I said I was quitting YouTube, but I was just quitting caring about the system on YouTube. Right before I did that, I channeled this message. And it said, God is a demonic entity. Now, obviously, I'm not talking about the God, the source, the Most High. But what the channel is that most people are actually praising, worshiping a demon. And now we know who that demon is. And that's why the Cosmic Bible, that's why that channel was, heed the sharp warning for thy Lord. Not the Lord that you know, not the Lord that's here. Not the Lord that's true, that's righteous, that's of the light, but the one you owe everything to, because this is the Lord that has been ruling our nations, the death and destruction timeline, because it's the one that preys on you. What have we been seeing? That this God is in these celebrities and elites' body, and they are preying on the greater wide humanity. This is who most people are in bed with. This is who most people are praying to, because they don't know about energy. They will walk into a church, they can feel negative energy, but they won't think that there's a separate Lord, when clearly Lord is a title. So you got to be very specific on who you're talking to, especially when you have all these open portals and these creepy crawlies coming out to play. So now we know about that. Let me just say that. What's going on with the McDonald's burgers? What is going on, source, with these McDonald's burgers? 1 second. It is manipulating the genes and the DNA. That's what I'm getting. It is to manipulate the genes and the DNA. It is to affect the third eye, to mutate the consciousness of the masses, to lower the sperm count and the fertility count. That's what I'm getting. To siphon the kinetic energy, to rearrange you, and to kill you. Not us, but you know what I'm saying? That's the channel. And it feels like a killing, and like you're so lethargic, where like after you eat it, you can't really move. Like it's that kind of death. It's a slow, silent death, and they can hide it because you got to eat after all, right? They can hide it. That's the agenda of the golden arches. Better not be in line with the golden age. Is to kill you. That's what it is. Not you, but this is them saying this. And so the golden age that Trump is saying that people that he's going to usher in, is the agenda is to kill people. And that's what this demonic legion of demonic demon sandwich is about. And I don't know how this man bit that thing and created all them demons. Unless they paused it. I didn't see a pause, but you know, editing girls, Hollywood. Unless they purposely shaped it like that. Maybe they wanted us to see that. There's no way. You guys can see it too. It's not just me. It's either this man is a demon and he bit it and his little demon that came out of the DNA in his teeth was just there, or they wanted us to see that because they have to give disclosure. They're telling us, guys, we shouldn't even be complaining right now. We see the truth, and the truth is the only thing that will set you free. And Source wants me to reiterate that as we are searching for God. Source wants me to say this in this moment. Remember that it is the truth that will set you free. So when you meet God, it should come in a form of truth. There should be truth that comes along with it. You should feel like, oh, I know that this is true. And this is how you know that you have found the true source. It will not be hidden. It will not be cloaked. And truth is sometimes what? Sometimes truth is also the ugly truth. The truth that is hard to face. But nevertheless, it is truth. This is how you will know if you're getting the true Most High. And you're not getting the Baal. You know? The Lord that's preying on humanity. Yo! Now this is about to get deep. I think I drew one of the faces that are in the McDoodle demon sandwich. Let me see. Now, the automatic drawing was like this. I was told to invert it, flip it over. Okay? Look at this face down here. We almost got an ear going up here, an eye, a little thing on the nose, and then this little beak thing coming down, which kind of looks like it could be the mouth. And then, but then this is like, but then it looks like a separate animal, like we're seeing the body of this thing, right? So if you go back to the picture or the video, the smaller one, not the one with the pointy nose, but this looks like it could be the smaller one that's kind of faced off to the side. That ain't no cow, baby. That's looking like a dog. That's giving dog. That ain't a cow. That ain't no cow. That ain't no cow. Listen, guys. There's dog meat up in this stuff. There's human meat. Human sacrifice. What's the special sauce on the face? That's an eye. That's an eye. That's a nose. That's a mouth. Chin. Guys, if you if you are aware of my work of removing entities, a lot of the times, especially the reptilians, they will cling on to some of the ocular nerves in the eyes. This is how they are able to attach and to see out of your eyes, because the reptilians want to completely embody you. They want to have the full experience as a soul essence being. They want to be able to control the avatar. And oftentimes this will lead to someone having problems with one of their eyes, right? I want you to pay attention to this. Look at this person here. We got an eye here. We got kind of the mouth region here. And then we have an eye that's kind of just blocked out. It's like a huge circle. It has a hook. That's the hook of the death, angel of death. And this eye is, look, it has a slit. The reptilian eye has a slit. When you eat this stuff, it mutates your DNA and turns it more into the reptilian code. How do you think you're getting the reptilian brain? That is false. The reptilian brain is because they have to feed you slop and a million different chemicals and body parts and animals and weird stuff. Glue, even. Stuff that ain't even edible, really. Because they want possession over your body. They want possession over your mind, over your consciousness, over your body, over your voice. They want your parts. That's what they want. Over your yoni, over whatever, all of that. They want your parts. When you eat stuff like this, it divides you. It separates you from the divine. And then you're more susceptible to the Baal, to the Archi-Ba'aL, to the McDemon, to the reptilian. And you eat the food. Now we're knowing too. Another way people are getting entities through the food. Through the food. And I'm hearing something about jargon, legal jargon. I don't know if there's a bylaw or if there could be a case. There's something about legal jargon, which is like, legalese. It's like, I don't know if I'm tapping into the Food and Drug Administration, how it's legal to have some burgers or a certain amount of the burger that does not have to be 100% beef. It could also state that there could be a percentage of human DNA. I think that's what it states. They've protected themselves legally, guys. You can't even sue these people because if you look at, I'm saying it's a long paper and it's written small and it's legal jargon. So you don't understand it unless you are a lawyer or understand legalese. They're allowed to do that. They're allowed. Someone look on McDonald's website. Look for this stuff. I'm telling you. I guarantee you will find it. It is a law, and I think it's coming from the Food and Drug Administration. And I think it's like a special section for maybe fast food or just food, takeout food. It is legal to they can have a certain percentage of human DNA, a certain percentage of other DNA, of even insects and all of that. It's legal. Now, I don't know if they've just done this, if they updated it, but it is very, very legal. Okay. That goes for the grocery store as well. Wow. Oh, please add yes, Keisha, please add to your meditation for the state of Missouri. Absolutely. And Natalie says, Arch of Janus in Rome has multiple openings, 4 in total, meaning from certain angles, you see 2 arches opposite of each other. It stood at the crossroad and symbolized passage in different directions. Yeah. I am sovereign. I will not comply. That's right, Jazzy. And it's a meaning that's both political. Okay, I'm reading. Okay, so yes, this is just the message to say that I don't know if any other people have spotted this, but there's actual demons in that burger. I don't know how that man did that. I can't even figure out how can you take a bite and end up with a very intricate face, a few faces. It's not possible, guys. This stuff has been hidden in plain sight this whole time. Okay, Natalie says some legends claim that during the construction of the Tower Bridge in London, workers were sacrificed and sealed inside the walls to strengthen the structure. Lord, related to the Bohemian Grove, say it ain't so. How is that related? Let me know. Wow. Guys, here's the takeaway. Here is the takeaway. McDonald's is causing people to be sick. Oh, here it is. Thank you, source. Mira sambura kingara. Yumboro tungara humba. Oh my God. It is worse than we thought. They are purposely making McDonald's allowed to put all this stuff in there. It's all legal. To get us lethargic. So, you get the itis when you eat good and you fill up on the MSG or whatever that is. You get the itis. They are naturally making you eat that to lower your food. I wanted to say lower your field, but to lower your food. To lower your food in your field so that the entities can attach to you. So when you eat McDemons, it makes it easier for the entities to attach to you. And I'm getting that these are reptilians. Because remember, Ba'aL and the reptilians are all working together. This is my findings with this. That's it. Source told me this like 10, 15 years ago. It was a very long time. It's probably longer than that. Of what was happening with McDonald's. Source didn't tell me. Source just told me, do not eat it. Do not eat McDonald's. It was a strong warning. Strong. And then I later came to understand, like probably a few years after Source said that it's humans. But now it's even deeper than humans. They are allowed. It is legal for them to do this. Because they are mutating us. The Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. They are mutating us and they want you lethargic to sedate you. Catch it? It's not just the reptilians. They want you lethargic to sedate you. You're more easily susceptible to an attachment because you're lowered in energy. But also, too, I see that you are more susceptible for the grays to come in and run experiments on you because you are in a stupid, it's almost like you're drunk, but you're drunk off of the McDonald's. And these experiments have to do with fertility. A lot of people are getting their fertility rights taken away by the Greys. That's what I'm getting. Because the Greys are creating hybrid children, and then it's making people not be able to have their own children. Or I think as a collective soul body, this is why humanity, especially it could be more than Americans, have problems with fertility nowadays. It's because the Greys have sucked and siphoned from our well so much that they have depleted us. Because, guys, let's zone out. This whole thing is they're trying to, switch places with us. They're trying to reseed enough of them here so that they can try to get out, so that they can try to destiny swap when it is time to release this paradigm and to go to the new expanded consciousness, the new age, the new vibration, the golden age timeline. Trump took that and he colluded it with Ba'aL. So anyone wanting to go to that new age, that's why Source just changed it to expanded consciousness, because it became psyoped to the golden arches. The golden age is the golden arches, which is Ba'aL, which is when Ba'aL reigns back again. See, Ba'aL wants to be named by name. He doesn't want to be in the shadows no more. That's why Father Source is calling the War of Shadows come July. He wants you to say his name. He don't want you to say Yeshua. He don't want you to say Source. He wants you to say his name. Because he's mad because everybody's waking up that most people are calling Lord is actually Ba'aL. He's been the one in control of nations since the time of the Canaanites. It's still been him. I keep saying you guys have never met Father God, because Father God is a force. It's a force of love. But baby, when that force of love moves, everything gets destroyed. He's just that massive. So this is why he gives us, it talks about this in the Cosmic Bible, he gives us the waters. The waters you're born with is spirit consciousness. This comes from the loving flow of Mama Source, a big mama from the cosmos. Yep. And he said in the Cosmic Bible, Father Source said, I thought that would be enough. I couldn't personally come because my love, his hands, he shows me his hands is a force. He wants to pick us up and hold us. He will hurt us. So now it makes more sense of why there has to be an intermediary. There has to be Yeshua. There has to be that, because he will just crumble everything, but his love is a force. So he sends us in here, this experience with the feminine flow of Source, with the feminine, the feminine, with the water, because you're mostly water, right? And the earth is mostly water as well. He said he thought that would be enough. Surely they will remember, because you have what? Consciousness, because you have water. The water in your body is your consciousness. Surely they will have the consciousness to remember me. But we didn't. We got psyoped, and we've been remembering and really praising Ba'aL. That's who these churches are giving praises to. They don't know it. They don't know it, but that's what has been happening. Because, listen, how do you know you're getting the true God? How do you know you're getting the false God, the Ba'aL Lord, instead of the Lord Lord? When you're praying and you're lowered in frequency, when you are, in communion with the 7 deadly sins, and you're lowered in frequency, because it starts with you. Good energy in, good energy out. Bad energy in, bad energy out. This is how you know what you're getting. And if you're all psyoped in all these religions, and you do not check the records for yourself, then you get the Ba'aL Lord. That's what you get. So when you pray, if you're not heightened, if you're not approaching this thing with gratitude, don't do it, because you're going to get Ba'aL, and he will be there every time to seed in and rewire things. And remember, we learned in the video yesterday, the Savior complex was a trick. We are to work with the Christ vibration. We are to work with the energy. Because you are also, don't you know that ye are gods? That's what it says. You have the power as well. So anything that wants to keep you so lowered, where you just a child looking up, hold me, hold me, hold me, and you can't do anything on your own, you're never going to make it in the universe if you know. Now, I'm not saying that God can't save, but saves the ones that are still eating the McDemons, because they don't know better yet. And I'm not getting on anyone, because we've all ate McDemons before, McDonald's. But definitely in this season, you don't want to be eating it, because The cat is out of the bag. Ooh, it may have cat up in there too. Girl, this burger got 9 lives. There's 9 lives up. Baby, there may be 9 lives up in that McDoodles, McDemons. There may just be 9 lives. Literal 9 people, 9 lives were taken to make that burger. That 2 suspect beef patties on a sesame seed bun is given that there could be 9 lives up in that burger. 9 different energies that people are eating. And you wonder why you get the itis after you eat. You know, if you go to other countries and you eat KFC, eat Taco Bell, eat McDonald's in another country, it tastes completely different. Like if you eat it in like Europe, completely different. So much so, you might not even want it. You're going to be like, it doesn't taste bad enough. Like, you know, it doesn't taste chemical-y enough. They really do a number on us here because there's some reason why America and this land, it's not necessarily the land that's blessed. See, the land is cursed. The land was cursed when they tried to get the indigenous, the aboriginals off the land and co-op it like it was them. So the land got cursed. Some of the ancestors cursed that land. They said, baby, if we can't have it, you can't either. This land is cursed. You'll never have peace here on this soil. I'm channeling this. It ain't my fault. I didn't cause it, but you know, hey, they said, baby, you started, we're going to finish it. This is the ancestors of the land. The blood in the land and the soil is saying this. They cursed this land. You won't be blessed on this land. You think you're going to be blessed on this land? You got another thing coming. You will never be blessed on this land. This land is cursed. And this is why Americans are under attack and we are just used to siphon. And we are funding every single proxy war. We're funding every single different countries around the world because the land is cursed because the forefathers did some stuff they had no business doing. And they have not yet, I'm going to use the word, repented. And even though I'm not religious, a repentance is a forgiveness. If you don't have forgiveness in your heart, then you will do it again. If you don't have forgiveness in your heart, then you're not of the love vibration. You're not of source vibration if you can't forgive. Now, forgiveness doesn't mean that you allow people in your life that should not be in your life. But the most important thing is that you have a direct communication with the divine. And if you know that there's something you did wrong, this is the repentance. The repentance is opening the energy field back up. Because without the repentance, and the unforgiveness is keeping you blocked, it's stagnated, lowered to get the attachment. And then you will only get, when you pray, the Ba'aL, Lord, and not the King, Lord. That's what you'll get. And not the source, Lord. I don't even want to use that word because Lord is the title. Lord is not God. Let's just scrap that all together. That's Ba'aL. That is Ba'aL. Now, if you are praying and that's what you're used to calling God, God ain't stupid. God knows. But as long as you're not on the Ba'aL vibration, there's some people up in church and they know they're eating baby bones in the back. I'm just saying. So when they go to pray, you think they're getting source Lord, source God? No, they're getting Ba'aL. That's who most people are praying to, a demonic entity. I think that's it. Some background story for London Bridge that was sold to America. Oh, okay. You guys are talking about that. Yeah. I remember that. London Bridge is falling down, falling down, falling down. London Bridge is falling down. That's a psyop. My fair lady, take the key and lock 'em up, lock 'em up. What the? Look, somebody look into that. By the way, London has some of the best Indian food I think I've ever had. Just saying. I'm hungry. I'm so fast. I'm hungry. London Bridge is falling down, falling down, falling down. Okay, my fair lady. Build it up with iron bars. Woo! Build it up with iron bar. I've never heard of that. Build it up with iron bars, iron bars, iron bars. Build it up with iron bars, my fair lady. Baby, it's giving London. Better watch out. Build it up with gold and silver. Gold and silver, gold and silver. Build it up with gold and silver, my fair lady. Who is the my fair lady? Yeah, it's all right here in this song. Iron bars, gold and silver. Remember the channel I did a few months ago? They want your, what did I call it? Your, not shingles. There was something they used to call money back in the day. They want your, I think I called it shingles. I called it something. But nevertheless, iron bars, I don't like that. I don't like that at all. That sounds like captivity. That's what that sounds like. Be careful. I think most people will be okay, but I think something may pop off there. All right, guys. That's it. That's it, guys. Thank you guys for coming. I just wanted to get that out there because I'm like, there's no way this person can bite into this sandwich and create. At that time, I saw the two entities. There's how did he do that? Unless he's part of the beast system too. Guys, they've had their people in position a long time ago. All of these people, on the Fortune 500 companies and school boards, and this is given, guys, that they're all being run by these reptilians and these creepy crawly entities. And we're just now waking up to it. But they've been always there. And they're doing sorcery on our food. Because if your food is in the energy field of whoever owns the company, whoever is working there. They're doing sorcery. So this is why you have to alchemize your food. That's why they say pray over your food, which is to alchemize anything that may be bad and turn it into good. See, we're going to have to rely as the world gets sicker, because they've just been attacking Americans to siphon. They could just keep us alive enough to go back to work. That's it. As the world gets sicker, guys, we're going to need to alchemize the environment, alchemize the air, alchemize our bodies. And it's simply you understanding that you are all powerful and nothing can harm you, and that everything you eat will be of sustenance and sustenance to fuel you. You alchemize it. You don't even, we reject the negative. And when we train ourselves to speak this life, we can alchemize anything. And you should get to a point. Don't do this. Don't say, oh, I told you to go eat no poison, because I didn't. It should get to a point once we are evolved enough that even if you ate poison, you may get a little sick, but you nothing will happen to you. Because we got to learn now how to alchemize these things. And part of it is the life and death is in the power of the tongue. It starts there. And life and death is in the power of the tongue. My dad used to have this quote that they're killing us with our mouths. I think it was, I'm not sure if it was from Malcolm X or whatever, where he got it from, but it's so true. They're killing us with our mouths. And especially if you're living just the people on there's some people that have to live off of the dollar menu. And that's why they'll always have something so cheap, because they need people lowered in frequency. So we're killing ourselves with our mouth. The things that are coming out and the things that are going in. And McDonald's is serving McDemon patties with 2 sesame seed buns with a special sauce. All right, guys, I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. I love you. I love you. I love you. And so it is as we walk together in divine love.